What is up, everybody? Nick Push here. Thanks for tuning in. I got a doozy today. I want to talk Scream, and more specifically, Scream 5. I want to talk about what I want to see in Scream 5. I've made similar videos to this in the past. I make this kind of about all the franchises and all the different sequels coming out. But I like to kind of revisit what I want to see after some time has passed, because you think about things in a different way. The initial excitement of the announced sequel kind of wears off a little bit. So now we're about 8 months away from Scream 5, and I've gathered my thoughts, and I have five different things that I definitely want to see in Scream 5. And I must have woken up and decided I want to piss off a bunch of Scream fans today. Because number one, spoiler, you're not going to like it. But I think it serves the franchise well. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Let's start with number 5. This isn't something I want to see, it's something I don't want to see. And that is no more phone calls. What? No more phone calls? Phone calls and Scream go hand in hand, right? Newsflash, people. It's 2021. Well, it's going to be 2022 when this movie comes out. But it's 2021. Nobody answers the goddamn phone anymore from a number they don't know. I get it. You need Roger Jackson's voice on there, saying, "Hello, Sydney." And that was horrible, as I know. But you need his voice on there somehow, right? You got to get that in there. That's, the DNA of Scream, so to speak. But we got to find another way here, because if these kids, or even adults for that matter, are having their cell phones ring from a call that they don't know, where it says caller ID blocked, and they answer it, you're going to lose me. You're just going to lose me, because it's just not believable. So find another way. There are so many other ways, and I'm not a creative person, but there are so many other ways that you could, weave new technology into there, whether it's text messages, whether it's social media, maybe Ghostface could be on goddamn TikTok. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, you gotta find another way, because if they're answering the phone from a number they don't know, I'm mentally out, because I'm just gonna be saying they're not gonna do that. So number 5, no more phone calls. Number 4 is actually a two-parter. I want Kirby to return. Yay! But I don't want Stu to return. Now, in case you're living under a rock, you might be thinking, why the fuck would Stu return? He had a TV smashed over his head. Well, there are rumors. I don't know whether there's any validity to it or not, but there are rumors that Matthew Lillard could return because of the way the camera was framed. You only see his legs go, so the TV might not have totally fallen on his face. I don't want that. And I love Stu. I love Matthew Lillard. Who doesn't? I mean, right? He's fucking awesome. Once again, all believability would be gone. I think when I rewatch the OG from 96, and the TV falls in his head, I don't want to be saying, oh, it just missed him, because in Scream 5, no, dumb. But Kirby, she was stabbed. We've seen people get stabbed before and live, right? Fuck, it happens to Dewey every goddamn movie. It's more believable that she could return. It hasn't been announced yet that Hayden's returning or anything like that, at least as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Kirby was so awesome in Scream 4, basically, a new Randy, where she just knew everything about horror movies. I love the phone call when, he's talking about remakes, and, she's just naming them off one by one. She goes, is that it? Is that all? She's fucking fantastic. So I want her back. So that's part 4, or that's number 4. So Kirby to return, Stu, no. Number 3. I want to continue the brutality that we saw in Scream 4. Scream 4 came out 10 years ago. It's 2011. From what I saw in that movie, and I haven't seen this movie in a while, to be honest with you, but from what I saw, this movie really amped up kind of the violence and gore. Yes, Ghostface was still using a knife, but there were just a lot of scenes where he just went fucking balls out with the stabbing, even more so than the first 3. It was just really brutal. You know, you had was that Anthony Anderson that was stabbed in the fucking head? Was that one of the girls when one of Ghostface's first kills when the girl's in the closet, you know, or when he's in the closet, and, you know, he's like, I didn't say your closet. When he kills that chick, he just fucking just annihilates her. So I want to continue that brutality because we had a lot of brutality in one. You know, we saw Drew Barrymore's boyfriend, was it Steve? I can't remember. You know, we saw him fucking gutted. You know, and then, you know, there's a lot of other shit, you know, with Billy and Stu stabbing each other and, you know, shit like that. Once we got to Scream 3, it kind of felt PG-13-ish, and I know there were some scenes where it was pretty brutal. I get that, but Scream 4 just seemed to up the game. Let's take it to another goddamn level here. I'm not saying Ghostface should be using a chainsaw because, come on, that would be ridiculous. But keep the gore moving. So that's number 3. Number 2, we gotta find a way to commentate, or some commentary on what's happening in the horror world right now. And what I mean by that is this. We know Scream 1 tackled the slasher franchise. We know Scream 2 tackled sequels, Scream 3 tackled trilogies, and Scream 4 tackled remakes. All perfect for those times. So you gotta ask yourself, what is happening in the horror world now? For me, it would be, you know, retconning some sequels, a la Halloween 2018, skipping all the sequels and just continuing from the original story. I think Texas Chainsaw is doing something similar. So something like that. They got to find a creative way to do that. Like I said, I don't know how they would do that. You know, maybe someone returns from, you know, Scream 1 that died in Scream 2. I know what you're thinking, Randy. I get it. Maybe. Who knows? But maybe something like that. So they got to find a way to have a clever commentary on what's happening in the horror world right now. I don't know what that is, but that would just be my suggestion, kind of the retconning of sequels as far as what's going on right now. All right, people. Break out your goddamn pitchforks because, number 1, Sidney Prescott. I know. Don't say it, Nick, right? Don't fucking say it. Don't say it. You're going to unsubscribe. You're going to block me. You're going to find my address and send death threats, I know. But I'm going to say it. Sidney Prescott should die. Now, I am not picking on Sidney here. In fact, I think Sidney Prescott is the best final girl in horror history. I really do. And I'm a Halloween guy, you know that. But Sidney's the best. But we need to up the stakes a little bit. And we need to know that nobody's safe. Look, I get it. Sidney and Dewey and Gale, they are, you know, the brand, the DNA of the Scream franchise. But it's 2021 and it's coming out in 2022. I said the same thing about Laurie Strode, that she should have died in 2018. And I got fucking eviscerated for that. But I still believe that. Sidney needs to die. It's time to move on from her character. How I would kill her, I don't know. We just need to know that nobody's safe. I'm not saying kill her within the first 5 minutes. I'm not saying that at all. But we haven't had a major character die in this franchise since Randy all the way in Scream 2. Right? So I need to be watching Sidney, Dewey, and Gale on screen, not being comfortable that, oh, they're going to survive. You know, Ghostface could be standing right behind one of them right now with a knife. And, you know, I'd just be sitting there like, it doesn't matter. They're going to fucking live. Like I said before, Dewey's been stabbed how many goddamn times, and they've taken on stretchers, and then all of a sudden he's miraculously alive? Come on. So the reason I would kill off Sidney, the reason I would choose Sidney out of those 3 is because of what I just said. When Sidney's on screen, I and most of the general audience will automatically know that she's safe. So why not pull the goddamn rug out? Pull it out. Kill her. I get it. It's kind of a Jamie Lee Curtis situation where, you know, the studio might not want to kill her because, you know, she can bring in the tickets. She, as just as much as Ghostface, is the brand of Scream. I get that. But if it was my decision, for the story's sake, because Sidney kind of just gets pulled into these stories, you know, at least in the sequels, It's not like she's a cop going to investigate shit. But if it was me, I would kill her. And the fans are going to be fucking angry about that. They will be. Maybe that means you're doing something right. So, let me know in the comments, number one, how much you hate my number one. If you do, it's okay. You guys can rip into me. But let me know what you think about that idea. And number two, just let me know anything you want to see in the sequel. There's got to be some things I didn't think of. I always value your guys' opinion. So thanks for watching. Take care.